Welcome back. This is MaxiPy, and today I'm going to touch on a couple of points, and this has to do with the main questions that people ask about Git. Who uses Git? There is the importance of Git and why use Git. I'll be answering these three questions in this episode. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Now let me go direct to the point. Who uses Git? Git is a software that keeps track of the work. So mostly you'll find that whoever is a line of work requires daily updates on files is the one who uses Git the most. And this goes to, and not limited to, programmers or coders. Programmers are people who develop softwares, websites, mobile applications, and now there are writers who interact with the files such as docs, text files, and now PDFs. Mostly you'll find that the two groups are the one who uses Git the most. Now to the next question, importance of Git. Git is a software that is free and is open source. Free, by free it means that everyone can use the software how they want and however they want. Open source in this case means that anyone can contribute to the making or programming the software itself. Mostly it is done in C language. So if you are proficient in C language, you can find the sources of contributing online, and you can input your work so that Git can be a better software. Secondly, it is fast and small. I have reasons to believe that the Git is less than 100 MBs if installed in your computer. Thirdly, backup of any work is retrievable. Maybe you have been updating a certain file for the longest time. Find that you can get a backup of maybe the first work that you did. Maybe you have been updating this file for maybe 20 times. You can go back, and you are on the 20th time. You can go back to the first version of the file and you can check what you did in that work. Okay? Why use Git? Backups of the previous work is retrievable. And what do you mean by backups of the previous work is retrievable? You find that maybe you are working on this file and you have updated it for the maybe 5 times since you started the work. You find that you can go back to any point that you changed the file, and this is by the help of Git. Remember, Git is the one that utilizes, or let me just go back to the previous example that I gave. You find that maybe your project is almost complete, and now you want to go back here at this point because whatever you have been doing here is wrong and you need to go back to the previous work. It means that you can go back here and retrieve the files. That is what is meant by backup is retrievable. Alright? Secondly, you can collaborate with others. And I'll use the same example that I used yesterday or in the previous episode. Now, assume this is your work. And up to this point, you have done everything correctly. Maybe let's say your project is complete, and maybe you want to invite others to maybe collaborate with what you are doing, input their ideas here. You find that when you store your GitHub or projects online, you can collaborate with others. Maybe this video up to this point that you have done, you have no idea of what you do here. You can invite others so that they can come, input their work, and it will be complete. That is how it works. Now, in this series content, you'll find that I've talked about simple introduction to Git, who uses Git, importance of Git, I've talked about it. Now on the next episode, I'll talk about, actually we'll go direct to the technical work, and we'll download the software and install it in our computers. And then on the other episode that I'll do the first project with Git. So consider subscribing if you're new to this channel, because I'm going deeper with this Git, and I'll explain this to whoever needs to be explained in a simple language. See you on the next one.